Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up, but first, our top story. New court documents explain what led up to latest homicide in Sioux Falls. 18-year-old Cray Bluebird is accused of shooting two women early Tuesday morning in an apartment on the west side of the city. 43-year-old Bonita Keeble died of her injuries. A second victim was shot in the hand. Court documents say the weapon involved in the crime is one of two guns stolen a day earlier from inside a pickup just a few blocks away. It was the third homicide at the Meadowland apartment complex this year. The U.S. Supreme Court has granted the Trump administration's emergency appeal to temporarily block a court order to fully fund SNAP food aid payments amid the government shutdown. A judge had given the administration until Friday to make those payments, but the White House asked an appeals court to suspend any court orders requiring it to spend more money than is available in a contingency fund. Hours before last night's court ruling, the South Dakota Department of Social Services said SNAP recipients in the state should receive their full benefits on Monday. More than 70,000 South Dakotans rely on the benefits to put food on the table. The department says it will let people know as quickly as possible if there are going to be any delays. The staff at the Sioux Falls Area Humane Society has been scrubbing down the shelter for the past week after one of its dogs died from canine distemper. The staff is deep cleaning all of their dog kennels to remove any traces of the virus. Next week, they'll begin testing dogs that are at high risk for distemper. If test results come back, the shelter hopes to resume dog adoptions later next week. South Dakota's largest shooting range hosted an unusual ribbon cutting on Friday. Governor Larry Roden took the shot that brought down the ribbon, officially opening the Pete Lean and Sons Sports Shooting Complex in Rapid City. The complex features 50, 100, and 300-yard bays, plus an archery range with 140 free shooting positions. The complex already hosted a shooting competition in September, with more competitions expected in the future. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Jalen Borison in the Storm Center. Good morning, Jalen.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, KELOLAND. It has been our first taste of winter this morning as we've woken up across the area. A lot of snow fallen so far here in the Sioux Falls area, but also we are in a winter weather advisory until noon. An extra 1 to 2 inches possible with isolated amounts up to 4 inches, while out to the west 3 to 5 inches in the higher elevations of the Black Hills. But all of this really going to depend on our temperature profile in the atmosphere. Will warm to a high of 36 in Sioux Falls for today, with the north wind a little breezy at times and more chances for snow by the afternoon. 31 in Aberdeen, 42 in Pierre, and 45 out towards Rapid City. They'll be dealing with some stronger winds out that way, gusts up to 60 miles per hour possible. High wind warning will be in effect there and a wind advisory in the surrounding areas. So those winds will slowly start to calm down as we go into tonight. But what's behind this system? Much colder air. Lows will fall into the teens here in eastern KELOLAND. 17 in Sioux Falls, 15 in Aberdeen, 18 in Pierre, and 24 out in Rapid City with a little bit more cloud cover. And as we head into tomorrow, we're not going to warm up very much. Highs in the 30s and maybe a few 40s. We'll take a look at how long this cold snap lasts coming up in just a bit.
All right. Thank you very much, Jalen. The second largest ice fishing show in the country is underway at the Sioux Falls Convention Center and Arena. This weekend's Dakota Angler Ice Institute features 125 vendors, including 30 making their first appearance at the event, showcasing the latest in ice fishing gear and technology.
Things that are going to make their trip a little bit more enjoyable, also more successful, to give them a better opportunity to catch more fish, because we all know that our times on the water, whether or not it's frozen or not, is limited. And so we want to take advantage of that. So all the equipment that you'll see out here is going to help you do just that.
The Ice Institute runs through Sunday. Admission is $7. The crew at Great Bear Ski Valley in Sioux Falls is ready to kick off the winter season. Today, they're hosting the Welcome Winter Fest. The event includes a ski and snowboard equipment swap, plus ski lift rides. The Welcome Winter Fest runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bring your leftover Halloween pumpkins to the Great Pumpkin Roll at Tut Hill Park, sponsored by Sioux Falls Parks and Rec. Participants will roll pumpkins down the hill with prizes awarded for the farthest and shortest distances. The contest starts at 2 o'clock. There will also be pumpkin-flavored snacks, games, and crafts, plus a reading of It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. The Center for Western Studies at Augustana University is hosting the Artists of the Plains show and sale. It's taking place from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn in downtown Sioux Falls. Sunday's hours are 10 to 2:30. 24 artists from across the region are showcasing their work. Admission is free. Willikers in Sioux Falls is hosting a Military Appreciation Day from 1 to 4 p.m. The event includes free samples of brands that were founded, influenced by, or donated to veterans. There will also be several in-store specials taking place. And Schulte Subaru in Sioux Falls is hosting holiday pet portraits from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the service bay. A 10-minute photo session with your pets costs $50. The proceeds benefit the Sioux Falls Area Humane Society. Jalen?
It's certainly going to be a good day to be indoors here in Kelloland. We've had some snow already here to the east, and also we're going to have some colder temperatures move in. Sunday, 31 degrees, going to be pretty windy here in Sioux Falls. A lot of sunshine, though, and we'll get those winds out of here as we go into Tuesday. And they'll start to turn to the south, which means a warm-up will be on the way as we head into the rest of your week. 51 on Wednesday, and even 61 here for Friday with partly cloudy skies. And in Aberdeen, 32 for your Sunday, going to be a cold one, breezy as well. 37 by Monday. 52 though on Tuesday, big jump in temperatures. It'll stay nice and quiet for the rest of the week with mostly cloudy skies on Friday and highs well above average near 60. And for the Pierre area, 34 for Sunday after a chance for rain and snow today with mostly clear skies. 47 by Monday, partly cloudy skies moving in. It'll stay dry for the rest of your week with a high of 66 by Friday with partly cloudy skies. And in Rapid City, one of the more mild parts of Kelloland for this weekend. 44 tomorrow, partly cloudy skies that will continue to stay nice and quiet as we head into the rest of the week with highs in the 50s, 60s, and even some 70s.